Welcome, guys, to Concept Cracking and Let's Crack.
Why was you born in a middle-class family? Is that your fault?
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're talking about a study method that can seriously boost your learning. Whether you're preparing for exams, picking up a new skill, or just trying to remember things better, this technique can help. Let's get into active recall. First, what exactly is active recall? It's simple. Instead of just rereading your notes, you actively try to remember information from your brain. Think of it like a mental workout. Instead of just looking at your textbook, you test yourself, forcing your brain to pull up answers. And science proves this helps you remember things better and for longer. Here's why it works. The more you practice retrieving information, the easier it becomes to find it when you need it. No more "I know I studied this" panic during exams. Ready to take your learning to the next level? Let's break down 5 proven strategies that will help you master active recall. Alright, let's kick things off with a strategy that most people overlook. But trust me, it's a total game changer. Test yourself before the class. Sounds a bit unusual, right? But here's why it works. Before you even start learning, take a quick quiz or skim through the material. It doesn't need to be long, and don't stress about getting the answers right. In fact, getting things wrong actually triggers something called hypercorrection, where your brain locks onto those mistakes and is more likely to remember the right answers when you learn them later. Think of it like warming up before a workout. By the time the actual lesson starts, your brain is already in high receptivity mode, ready to absorb the correct information. Pro tip: after this quick trial test, take a 5-minute reset break. Grab a snack, stretch, or just breathe. This short pause helps your brain reset and sharpens your focus when you come back. Try this technique, and you'll be amazed at how much more engaged and prepared. Technique 2. Pause and recall now. Let's talk about a simple but powerful technique called pause and recall. Most people read or study continuously without stopping to check what they actually remember. But real learning happens when you actively try to recall information. Here's how it works. Pause every 10 to 15 minutes while studying. Don't just keep going without a break. Give your brain time to absorb the material. Recall what you just learned. Close your eyes and try to summarize the main points from memory. What do you remember? What key ideas stand out? You can say it out loud, write it down, or type it. Whatever helps you bring the information back from your brain. Read again to fill in any gaps. If you forgot something or got it wrong, go back and review. This process helps reinforce what you've learned and makes it stick. Technique 3. Class time question crafting. Technique 3 is a great way to stay engaged in class and prepare for exams at the same time. Turn lectures into exam questions. As your teacher explains a topic, don't just take notes. Think about how it might be asked in a test. For example, if you're learning about Java, instead of just writing JDK stands for Java Development Kit, turn it into a question. What does JDK mean? Then, challenge yourself to recall the answer later. You can do this with any subject. If your teacher describes a process, ask yourself, how does this work? If they introduce a term, think, what is the definition? This method keeps you active in class and helps you remember information better. Plus, it makes studying easier because you've already created a list of possible test questions. Try it out, and you'll see the difference. Technique 4. Mind mapping. Ever feel overwhelmed by too much information? Mind mapping is the solution. It helps you break down complex topics into clear, visual connections. Here's how to do it. 1. Start central. Write your main topic in the middle. Branch out. Draw lines from the center for key ideas. Add details. Expand with smaller branches for examples and notes. Use colors and pictures. Visual elements make it easier to remember. Keep it short. Stick to keywords to keep things clear. Mind maps are powerful because they organize ideas in a way that's easy to understand and recall. Instead of struggling with long notes, you'll see the bigger picture at a glance. Give it a try and see how much easier learning becomes. Technique 5. Post-class review. Alright, here's the final, and maybe the most important, technique. Review right after class. I know. After class, all you want to do is escape. But hear me out. Take the questions you wrote earlier and test yourself. No peeking. Seriously, fight the urge. Even just 10 minutes of this beats hours of mindless rereading later. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a whiteboard, and right after class, the info is still fresh. If you review now, it sticks. If you wait too long, well, let's just say it starts erasing itself. So, quiz yourself, check what you got right, and fill in the gaps. It's quick, It's easy, and future you will thank you when you actually remember things on test day.
Not in a one day, it's always day one.